The Galactic Empire spanned thousands of worlds, ruled by an intricate hierarchy of alien species, each more cunning and ruthless than the last. For centuries, it had dominated the Milky Way galaxy with little opposition. Empires thrived on one thing: control. And when humanity burst onto the galactic scene, brimming with defiance and audacity, the Empire saw an opportunity to crush them early and secure their dominion. What they didn't expect was humanity's response. The meeting. The Imperial delegation stood in their shining, polished armor, their insectoid mandibles clicking in disapproval as they gazed upon the humans. The representatives of Earth were casual, seated with their legs crossed, wearing a mix of formal suits and military uniforms. At the center of the table was Admiral Katrina Voss, her gray hair tied back in a severe bun, her eyes sharp as steel. The Imperial commander, a towering reptilian creature with shimmering emerald scales, slammed a clawed hand on the table. Humans, you stand accused of violating Imperial laws by colonizing Sector Theta 47. That territory belongs to the Empire. Withdraw immediately or face annihilation. Admiral Voss sipped her coffee, unfazed. We sent a survey team to Theta 47. It was uninhabited, unclaimed, and frankly uninteresting until we turned it into something valuable. If it's so important to you now, maybe we can work out a trade. The commander hissed, his tail lashing behind him. You misunderstand. This is not a negotiation. It is a demand. Comply, or war will be declared. Voss leaned forward, her lips curling into a smile. You sure about that? The room fell silent. The Imperial delegation exchanged confused glances. Humanity was young, barely a century into spacefaring. Their military was smaller, their technology inferior, or so the Empire believed. Yet, the humans were not cowering. They weren't even sweating. The commander sneered. You dare to threaten the Empire? We have fleets that blot out the stars and armies numbering in the trillions. Voss shrugged. And we have humans. The first battle, when war was officially declared, the Galactic Empire mobilized with confidence. The first target was humanity's colony on Theta 47, a lush world with sprawling cities, orbital defenses, and a few scattered fleets. Imperial warships descended en masse, their weapons gleaming, their engines roaring like the gods of war. The humans, outnumbered 10-1, didn't retreat. Instead, they opened a system-wide broadcast. Admiral Voss appeared on every Imperial screen, smirking. Welcome to Theta 47. Hope you brought lunch because this is going to take a while. The Empire scoffed until the first human weapons fired. Humanity's technological prowess wasn't just innovation, it was creativity. Their railguns struck with precision, slicing through Imperial shields like paper. Orbital stations launched swarms of autonomous drones, each equipped with adaptive AI that exploited weaknesses in the Imperial ships' formations. Human ships darted and weaved unpredictably, using guerrilla tactics rather than conventional strategies. And then there were the nukes. The Empire hadn't used nuclear weapons in millennia. They were seen as primitive, messy, and beneath them. Humanity didn't care. They unleashed waves of them, carefully aimed to cripple fleets while minimizing planetary damage. The shockwaves rippled through the Empire's formations, sowing chaos. The battle, expected to last hours, dragged on for days. When the Imperial forces finally retreated, battered and humiliated, they left behind a trail of wreckage and a single transmission from the humans. Round 1 goes to us. Escalation. The Empire doubled down, sending larger fleets, deploying their deadliest weapons, and enlisting allies. Every time, they expected humanity to fold. And every time humanity adapted, Human engineers worked tirelessly, reverse engineering captured Imperial technology. Soldiers trained in simulations that mimicked Imperial strategies. Civilians volunteered en masse, flooding recruitment offices with enthusiasm that baffled the Empire. The humans didn't just fight defensively. They took the war to the Empire. They raided supply lines, sabotaged shipyards, and hacked Imperial communications. Their unconventional tactics infuriated the Imperial commanders, who found themselves outmaneuvered by what they considered an inferior species. On the battlefield, humans were relentless. They fought with an intensity that unnerved even the Empire's fiercest warriors. When asked why they were so determined, a captured human soldier simply laughed. "You wanted to fight. We're just making it interesting." The turning point. The war reached its apex at the Battle of Cordaxis Prime, the Empire's most fortified stronghold. Humanity's combined fleet, a ragtag armada of Earth-built ships and captured Imperial vessels, faced off against the Empire's full might. The odds were impossible. Admiral Voss stood on the bridge of her flagship, the Resolve, as the two fleets prepared to engage. Her crew waited for her orders, tense but determined. "Open a channel to the Imperial flagship," she said. The Emperor himself appeared on the screen, a towering figure shrouded in ceremonial armor. His voice was a low rumble. "Admiral Voss, do you truly believe you can win here?" Voss smiled. "Winning? Oh no, Your Majesty. We're not here to win. We're here to make sure you lose." And then the Resolve rammed the Imperial flagship. The move shocked both sides. While the Resolve was heavily damaged, the Emperor's ship was thrown into disarray. The human fleet surged forward, exploiting the chaos. They didn't fight like an organized military. They fought like a species with nothing to lose and everything to prove. By the end of the battle, the Imperial fleet was in shambles. Cordaxis Prime, the heart of the Empire, had fallen. Aftermath. The Empire, for the first time in its history, sued for peace. The terms were simple. Humanity would retain its independence and its colonies. In return, the Empire would keep its remaining dignity intact. Admiral Voss, presiding over the signing ceremony, couldn't resist a parting shot. "Next time you want to pick a fight, maybe don't underestimate the scrappy new kids. The galaxy would never be the same." Humanity, once considered insignificant, had proven that they were a force to be reckoned with. The Empire, humbled but not broken, learned to tread carefully around their new neighbors. As for humanity, they went back to what they did best: innovating, exploring, and, when necessary, fighting like hell. The Galactic Empire had wanted war. Humanity had said, "Okay," and they had delivered.